Hold on, let's get the shit. Let's get the shit. Let's get the shit. Hold on, let's get the shit. Let's get the shit. Let's get the shit. Oh, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. Hey guys, it's your boy here, Tajman John, with another episode of Bars and Joysticks. I'm gonna talk to you guys about the new Baby Keem album that just came out earlier September. September this year, 2021. It's called Melodic Blue. I think it's like a second project that came out. His first one debuted at 98 on the Billboard Top 100. So he's a protege of Kendrick Lamar. He's not TDE. He's with PG Lang, Kendrick's new label that he's founding and kickstarting open after his departure from TDE. So this might be one of the first projects of PG Lang, and it's a PG Langer, or perhaps a banger, as the kids would say. Yeah, so before you guys listen to this, and if you guys are checking this out beforehand, or you listen to it the first time and you're just trying to figure out what your pure thoughts of it are, I really want to put down the expectation that even though this came out on Kendrick Lamar's new label, PG Lang, this is not a Kendrick Lamar record. This is Baby Keem. So let's not judge Baby Keem based on what you expect Kendrick Lamar to sound like. Let's just clear our minds, tabula rasa, and just kind of go in from there. Because if we listen to Melodic Blue, how you listen to like a Kendrick Lamar album, if you were to compare it to things like To Pimp a Butterfly, or to Section 80, or to Good Kid, Mad City, then that's just not a fair comparison. We don't go into like good music, right? Like Kanye's label, and listen to like a Big Sean album or a Common album or a 2 Chainz album, expecting a Kanye album, right? So let's not do that with Baby Keem. Let's put the blinders on and just focus tunnel vision on Baby Keem himself. I'm gonna go into his relationship with Kendrick Lamar in this interview, or not interview, but in this review. But let's go from there, all right? And just to dovetail off of what I literally just said like 10 seconds ago, I can't help but to compare Baby Keem to Kendrick Lamar. His vocal tonality, his use of different like vocal techniques, very similar to Kendrick, but also Baby Keem has his own innovations to the style that Kendrick Lamar employs. So you'll oftentimes see Kendrick on Baby Keem's tracks, and they'll sound very similar. You'll be like, wait, is Kendrick Lamar speaking or is Baby Keem speaking? And you'll have to oftentimes go to like things like Rap Genius and be like, wait, who's talking actually, like right now? Because I couldn't tell sometimes. But also at the same time, you can tell sometimes that Baby Keem isn't as lyrically talented as Kendrick, and that's completely fine. That's not like a standard that we should hold a lot of rappers to. That's just not a healthy standard to have if you want to enjoy music. And yeah, so pretty much what I'm saying is he does sound similar to Kendrick. Not Kendrick, but he has his own innovations and his own spin. It's like when you're like so used to playing a Sonic the Hedgehog in the video game Sonic the Hedgehog, and you play as like Tails. It's something a little bit different, but like, kind of like the same song and dance. And that's completely fine. Baby Keem has his own innovations and his own lyrical flourishes and his own like lyrical style. Like he'll often be like, "Yeah, my bitch, my bitch, my bitch, it's my bitch," and like he says things like that. But like, unlike Sheck West, it's actually enjoyable when he just does and says things like that. It's like, "Yeah, man, my bitch, my bitch, my bitch, my bitch," and like I'm just memeing him at this point. You'll see Baby Keem use a lot more. I guess he'll employ singing a lot more than Kendrick ever would. In a way that's like pretty cool. Like he's not bad at making songs that will go viral on TikTok and that the young kids and the Zoomers will listen to. He's definitely a Zoomer. While Kendrick is a millennial, Keem is that Zoomer. He's got that big Zoomer energy on him, and that's completely fine. That's actually pretty cool. All of his songs are pretty catchy. Some of his beat selections I had to listen to a few times just to get into them. Like when I think about songs like Coco featuring Don Toliver. Don Toliver does great, by the way. So does Baby Keem. But that beat choice, man, it's strange, dude. It's freaking strange. And when I'm listening to other songs like South Africa, some of those choices, I'm like, all right. I feel like I'm listening to another song that's a little bit more popular that has the same dun 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 dun. You guys know the song from TikTok. And I feel while I respect it as from like a DJ perspective, literally as a DJ perspective, I hear that and I'm like, oh, I can mix this with the song that sounds like, and that's an easy flip. It's like that with Gorgeous too, cause like he's like My girl so gorgeous, my bitch so gorgeous, and like that cadence and that sound is very similar to other more popular songs that came out in the past 2 or 3 years. I respect it. I think it's cool, and he does his own touches to it, and his own innovations to it. He's like upgrading the model, um, and I got nothing for respect to that. Nothing but respect for that. That's what I mean to say. Another cool part about Baby Keem and his artist style is that he makes songs that are very, very, very memeable. While they're also mixable, like I just said earlier, um, I think his ability to get things memed out is pretty cool. Um, on this album, like I can think of like four different like very memeable moments, like the top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. Let's get the shit. Let's get the shit. Let's get the shit. Like that all right, people are gonna be making jokes and memes of that for the next few weeks. I can tell, maybe potentially until the end of the year, until the end of 2021. And that's completely fine. It was a fun moment in the album. I really liked how he would start off his songs with like one beat, then switch beats mid song. A lot of his tracks had things like that, like Trademark USA. When I think about Range Brothers, when I think about, yeah, even Gorgeous is like that. Um, Start off with one sound, then switch to a completely different vibe later on. Not too many artists and rappers do that, but Baby Keem seems to enjoy that and flourish in that style. He's like thriving in it, swimming in it, doing butterfly laps in that style. That's freaking tight. That's tight. But yeah, just to keep things just like brief with you, that's all I wanted to share about the Baby Keem album, Melodic Blue. I would give it a 7.2 out of 10. Um, while he is a good vocalist, and while the beats have the he's a great vocalist, right? I think Baby Keem's a great vocalist, very talented guy, very versatile. At the same time, I feel like he does bite a little bit from Kendrick Lamar. This isn't a big issue, but I just can't give him like full marks, kind of because of that. Another thing about the album, like some of those beat choices, man, were kind of strange, kind of strange. Like it took me a while to get into Coco, but when I did get into it, I was like, this is still like, why this beat for someone like Don Tolliver to get on? Um, and yeah, so and also like the vibes weren't fully congruent. So you'll go from like a really hyped song like Range Brothers, and then you'll transition to a song like Issues, which is like it goes like boom boom boom, to do 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 do, like that's like the energy I was feeling, and that transition just wasn't the most comfortable. I don't know how well thought or like how clean that was. It just didn't feel very well thought or clean to me in that regard. And that happens like a few other times on the album. But although overall, great project. 7.2 is a good score. I'm a tough grader, man. I really am. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Either on this side or on this side, or like over my head, there's gonna be some overlay for some other videos. Feel free to check them out. Once again, my name's Taj Bin John. Bars and Joysticks. Follow us on the social media. I don't know where the links are gonna be. I'm not very hand-eye coordination is not my thing. That's why I'm on the internet talking about music. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Follow us for more interesting and yummy content on hip hop, video games, the news, music, in general, and comics and things like that. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the future or the past if you look at past videos. But yeah, what is time on the internet, man? What is time?